What do I say, Ryan?
It's colder than it feels with your hands.
Alright, I picked up all the rocks I could see around, put them around the fire grate, picked up all the majority of the wood and put it in a pile right here by the fire pit so that somebody's got wood ready. We reset the logs here because they were scattered, and so we reset those, and then we had lunch and went for a quick swim, and we're getting ready to get back in the canoe here shortly. Got bug spray on now, and sunscreen since I'm a white boy, like white boy. And checked out the campsites up here. It's a pretty nice site if people would take care of it, but the water's really nice to swim in. So anyway, guys, we're gonna get in the canoe and head back towards our portage. All right, I'm portaging the canoe and my pack, and this is what it looks like. Alright, just come across our first portage from Newfound into Splash. We got a short distance to go until we have to do our second from Splash to Ensign, but I'll walk back up here to give you a clear view of the trail. It's just, that's what a portage is. And I got lots of rocks in my shoes, so I'm going to have to empty that out here in a minute. And the water's higher than it was the last time I was here. And everything's in the canoe, pretty much. And getting ready to go into Splash, so that's it. Alright everybody, we're paddling on Splash Lake. We just got off the portage a few minutes ago. Come around this big guy. And now we're heading up that way, right through there, I think. And then we'll have another short portage, or if it's feasible, I might be able to pull the canoe through. It's just a narrow little place where water comes through, and I might be able to pull us through because the water level is up this year. So, yeah. So, what time is it? No, what time?
1:37.
1:37. So we are gonna keep on keeping on and go from there. Alright. Alright, we are on Ensign. We had to cross a small little set of ripples or rapids, what do you want to call them. They're just about 20-30 feet long. But we are in the middle of Ensign. Way down that way, right up down the point. I think we're gonna stop for a few minutes and look around and then move on. But over here, I don't even know if I can catch him. That little black dot up right there is an eagle. At least I think it is. It's some kind of big bird. But anyway, nice warm water. Well, it's fairly cool, but it's not uncomfortable. What do you got to say? Anything?
Hey, I'm paddling.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
What do you think of Boundary Waters so far?
I like it.
Cool.
I like it.
Alright, so we're gonna keep paddling and hopefully get our bellies full tonight. So get back with y'all as soon as we stop somewhere. Alright, y'all. We're at our first campsite. On do you remember what name of the lake this is?
And this is still
Ensign. Way down at the it looks like the east end of Ensign. And found a campsite. We still got plenty of daylight, but we're just kind of tuckered. We've been going since 9:30 this morning. And it's what time now?
It's 10 to 4.
Almost 4 o'clock. So that's a full day of paddling. My back and shoulders are pretty sore, so it'll be nice to set my tent up and get some food going, and then I think I might head out on the lake for a little bit of fishing. But I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow because I did some serious digging today to get push hard, and my shoulders are feeling it already. So anyway, back with you guys in a bit.
A little spiced.
Alright, we got a fire going using birch bark, and with just some scraps that were laying around, and the professor cooked up his old El Paso burrito filler or taco filler in the water like an MRE, and then he's got these soft taco shells, and we're eating that stuff out of it. It's really good. Shoes are drying. Camp's a mess, but we all know where everything is, and as soon as I get done eating, I'm going to cut this piece of wood up, split it, so we've got plenty of firewood, and so does the next guy, because we've been finding pieces like that, a piece of birch that somebody had burnt and threw it like clear over there, and just negligence. And so I'm gonna pick this stuff up and cut that, and so we've got wood, and the next guy has wood too. So anyway, here in a little bit I'm hoping to get out on the lake for a little while and see if I can't catch a fish, just to see if I can catch one. We may not eat it, but you know, just for the fun of it. So anyway, that's it for now. Alright, getting ready. It's 8 o'clock at night, even though it doesn't look like it. We're both pretty tired. We paddled 9.77 miles today. Across 2 portages. Well, 1 portage, and we skipped the other portage, and we just, because the portage was only a 5 rod, and it went around where one lake drains into the other. There was this area where it was like, I don't know, 10 feet wide, maybe 2 feet deep, 3 feet deep, and running water. So we just got out, pulled the canoe through it, instead of getting out and carrying everything across. Bugs are bad up here. It's not just mosquitoes, but biting flies. They look like house flies, but they bite. And overall, everything's going really well. We're just both really tired and a little bit sore. I got into camp. We got into camp, and we both set our tents up, and I came in here and set my pad up and laid down and fell asleep because I was really sore. My back was hurting pretty bad, and so I might actually put some more air in this thing. Don't know yet, but you can see the log out there right next to my saw. That was a big piece, about double the length, and I cut it in half and split it, and some of it's going for our firewood, some of it's going to be left for the next people. It's going to be split up pretty good, and that way whoever comes in, if they're cold or wet or whatever, and just need to get dried off, they can get a fire going in a hurry. I always try to leave some birch bark or something too. I hear loons. Dinner was, the professor made, it's like a taco mix. It's already made, you just have to heat it up. So we had that. It comes in a pouch, so we just boiled some water and put the pouch in the water and let it boil for a little while, and then put it on tortillas, and it was really good. A little bit on the spicy side. It would have been perfect if we could have had some sour cream, but you know, we're out in the woods. We can't obviously carry sour cream without it going bad on us. So I noticed when I went to get in here, I don't know if the camera will catch it or not, but there's a small hole there in my screen, and the camera's not going to catch this, but right here, right there, there's some abraded parts where it's kind of thin, so I might have to do a little stitching to get this back up into shape. But I don't use this tent very often, so I think I've only used it once or twice at the most, and this will be like the third time, because I'm not a big tent sleeper. So anyway, I'll get the map in here today, or tonight, like I will every night, going over, marking where we stayed and everything, and then looking it over to make sure I know where we're going and you know, what's coming up. Right now, we put in here, and we came up through here, and we passed these two portages. This is the one we just pulled through, and I was going to stop there, but somebody's on that site. We were going to stop there just to look, and paddle up through here. We stopped at, I can't see the map, there's two campsites here. We stopped there, and we just weren't happy with them. They're just really crappy campsites up there, and right in the sun too. So we paddle on down, and we checked this one out. Somebody was at that one, somebody was at that one, so we're at this one right here, and then the one I camped at before is right down the way. So hopefully in the morning we can just stop by and look at it. And then so we're right here. Tomorrow we've got, that's a 55 rod portage. We come down into Ashigan, and we're going to take it slow tomorrow, because I know we're both going to be pretty sore. So we're going to come down into Ashigan, 105, Gibson, 25 into Caddyman, and then a 55 into Jordan. We come on a river, then we have a 5 into Ima. And if we can get to Ima, I would be happy with that, because that's a lot of portaging. We're pretty much having to do double carry, because I take my pack in the canoe, and then I have to come back for my food pack. And the first professor's got his pack and his food bucket, and then he's got like a bowl he uses to wash up in with some small stuff in that. So we're pretty much double carrying, which isn't a bad deal. It just makes it easier on us. And then, so hopefully we can make it into Ima tomorrow, and that would be great. We'll be on that little island right there, because it's not too far from our portage. But this is a big distance. You can see last time we stopped there, and then we came up through, and we stopped at that second dot right there, and we came through and we stopped there, and then there. So we pretty much tripled, almost tripled the, you know, the distance. This is fourth night. After 4 days we made it to that camp last time. This time we made it to here in 1, and we still had plenty of daylight left. If we felt up to it, we could have kept on going, but both of us were pretty sore and just wanted to get something to eat and rest and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go over my map, get it ready for tomorrow, go through my ribs and make sure I only have the essentials in there, because I don't want to carry it with everything else in it. I love loons. Yeah, and then basically just going through stuff. I went out and filtered water earlier. I really haven't drank anything today. I had a sody roll early this morning at like 6:30, and then today I drank down to here, to the top of the tape, and then when we got in here to camp, I added some Kool-Aid to it and drank the rest of it, and went back out and filtered more. So, and I've got it down to just almost below the tape, so that's cool. That way I'm not hydrated. Like I said, just going through stuff, and we'll get up in the morning and do it all again. So unless something interesting happens, we'll talk to you later. Just waking up. You can hear that the professor's still asleep. Beautiful morning. Sunrise. Beautiful water. Clear skies. It's a little bit chilly. And you can see that grass is covered with dew. So, I'll probably stay in here for a little while longer. I've cooked myself some oatmeal coffee. But, should be a good day. I'm still really sore. And, I'm sure he is too. It's gonna take a couple days to get used to this